Friday. What's up? Give people a couple more minutes to roll in. What's up, Christopher? I have new stuff to show tonight. Things I've been working on this week. I had ideas, and I couldn't help it. And then later on, we got an RP stream. There's a few of us that have a plan, and we're getting together. I know Zane and Wit are both going to be there. Uncle TT said he might, but I think he had to work. I'm not positive. What's up, Davis? Hey, Mr. Reaper. Yeah. I do have new stuff. Just giving a couple more minutes for people to roll in. All right. So, during the RP stream last week, I had a couple of ideas while I was streaming, and I couldn't help myself. I had to work on them. One of which isn't really working, and because I messed it up. Let me open that up. Maybe I can put it back and you can see what it was at least. And I'll talk a little bit about the conversion that's been happening. I don't even know. I've talked a little bit about this. The CFX used to have a C# guy that handled all of the C# implementation, and he was working on, they use Mono for C# to talk to 5M. That's kind of the middle piece. And there was an implementation written originally, and it had some issues. There were some things that were done not very efficiently in it. And it hasn't been kept up. The last update we had to the C# libraries was last October. So a couple of things are broken in it. And that causes me problems, and it for some reason the C# scripts, the implementation is getting less efficient. I don't know why. I don't know what they're doing, what they're changing, but any scripts written in C# tend to run a little more hot now, and a little more heavy, which was already bad enough because C# carried with it some extra overhead just because of the way that it was implemented. So anyway, all that to say that their C# guy was working on of version 2 of the implementation with Mono. And he actually got most of the way through it, and then he wasn't there anymore. So he's not in charge of the C# stuff with CFX anymore. And nobody's really touched the V2 stuff for a while. It's still considered in beta. And I don't know if it always will be. I don't actually know. But it's still in beta, but it works. And I started week before last, I guess. Started to convert some scripts over to it just to do some baseline testing to see if it was more efficient. And yes, it's much more efficient. There are things that he changed, and he did it right. So it cuts down on the overhead a lot. And so because of that, and because I converted some really light ones and some really heavy ones over, and we've been testing them on the server, and we're not really having issues with them. It takes a little work to convert because there's some things that are different, and I have to kind of rewrite them that way. But once they're converted, they work great. There is one caveat that you can't hot start the scripts. If I restart a script, here I'll show you because I just updated one. Because I want to show you this one. Yeah, if I restart the script, most likely it's either going to crash the server, which it just did, or it'll crash all the clients out. Either way. But yeah, there goes my server crashed. So that is the one biggest drawback, is it takes a whole lot longer to debug anything because I have to relog every time I update the script. Which, it is what it is. I'll work around it. But so anyway, I've been converting scripts, and how many have I done now? Let me look here. That's not the right folder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 that I have either converted or written in the new framework because these new scripts I wrote in there. One of the things you're going to see is that it puts a warning in the server log and in your client log that says that it's running on a beta runtime. People are just going to have to deal with that because it's going to say that until they finally decide to release it. I think it's Avarian Knight that's still doing C# stuff and working with the Mono V2 stuff. I know that he was talking just this past week, or maybe it was the week before, about the Mono V2 scale, the what's it called? The UI. And he still pushes people towards this runtime. So it's still something they consider viable, and I hope they give it an actual release sometime soon. And then we can get rid of that beta message. But it runs great. I haven't had any trouble with it, and it runs way better than the old runtime did. All right, so I am back in. I'm gonna, let's see, what do I want to show? All right, I have all the people and cars turned off so they won't get in my way. One thing we've got, the NOS script. I can toggle NOS on in this car, and what it does, you see that it put the bottle there in the car. Let's see if I can give you a closer look. I have a new NOS bottle that Den's made for me. He's been my model guy for a little while now, for custom stuff. So whenever you turn it on, you get this NOS bottle, and that is really there for the cops to be able to see. And if it's illegal in your in your state that you run on your server, then they can see that bottle and get after you for it. But it's all network now. It's all working pretty well. There's only one minor little thing that I'm still messing with, and that has to do with if you get ejected from the car while NOS is going, it leaves the flames. But like if I start going here and I hit the NOS button, so yeah, you can get moving pretty good. And then to refill it, you have to stop and say refill NOS, and your car will shut down and it'll refill. And then it starts back up and it's ready to go again. And then that's basically it. It does have, there's a chance your hood will blow off. Or your car will blow up. It's a slight chance, but oh, and you also have, oh, what button was it? Oh, there it is. You got the purge. It's supposed to purge the air out of the system, I guess. I wish I could make it blow up so you could see it happen. Maybe I'll get lucky this time. It actually scares the crap out of you when it happens. Nope, didn't get it. And then you can toggle it back off, and the bottle goes away, and you don't have it anymore. All right, so that is the NOS script. That all came about because, you know, when I run around the map, I hold the shift down and I sprint around a lot. And I got myself doing it when I was in a car one time. And sorry, I was reading chat. And I caught myself doing it in a car, and I thought, well, what if the shift did something? And so that's why I added NOS to it, so I can hold the shift and get a boost. Anyway, that's what that one is. I'm going to show you one that, this one's controversial. People in my server don't like it. And it hasn't even gone into the main server yet. It's only been on the beta server. Let me set the time tonight. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to set the engine to always be on and turn on my high beams. The idea during the stream last time was, what if, you know, people, if they had their bright lights on, if it actually affected your screen. And so that's what I've been working on. If you're in front of the car, did you see the change there? If you're in front of the car and the camera's facing it, it gets bright like that. It's, to me, it's not that bad. Like, that does not seem bad at all. It gets a little blurry. Like, if I look away, it gets better. It's so subtle, but man, they were complaining about it. I don't know if it's just my settings are different than everybody's or what. It just didn't seem like a big deal to me. But, so that's another one. It's called High Beams. Oh, I thought I turned the NOS off. Let's see, the other one. Let me look at the list and make sure I'm doing these in an order that I want. Okay, yeah. There's another one called Sunday Driver. And I actually love this script because most of the time, especially if you're a keyboard driver, especially, your accelerator's either all the way down or it's off. And there's really no in between. So in a car that has a lot of pickup, let's see, you're in something like this, you do this peel out and take off thing, and you can't really control it. Well, I created Sunday Driver that when you turn it on, it keeps track of the speed limits, which it uses two ways to do that. If you have the posted speed script, which is the little speed sign down there on the map, if you have that one, it'll use the speed limits from that, which are much more accurate. If not, it comes with a speeds JSON file that has data in it, that has your basic speeds. They're not going to match exactly, but general. Anyway, but when that's on, see, I don't peel out. I don't take off too fast. And I'm going to run around the speed limit. And it'll be plus or minus 2 miles an hour or so. And yeah, I'm keyboard driving right now, so it's easy to keep it to where you're not going to get pulled over because you're GTA driving. Now let me find, I guess we'll head towards the city here. And because I moved into when you move into a new speed limit, it warns you down there at the bottom. If you have those turned on, you can turn them off. And it'll slow you down. Or speed you up, depending on which direction it goes. And I'm holding the forward key. I haven't taken my finger off, I haven't done anything. Whoa, I just blew a tire. What in the world? That wasn't fun. All right. Haven't had that happen in a long time. Don't touch the mouse when you're driving. Okay, I need to get towards the city. I think I can do that here. Yeah, so it's a 30 mile an hour. Oh, wait, back up to 60. A lot of the ramps have their own speed limits. So yeah, it's 35 here, so I'm still full throttle. I love this script. And then I can toggle it off, and he'll take off. I can toggle it back on, and he'll slow down. It also affects how high the engine revs, so it sounds like you're going slower as well. The overpasses are interesting because it gets confused. It's going by cross streets, and when you're under or on an overpass, it gets confused as to what the speed limit is. Yeah, so it thinks it's 60 right here because the road above me is 60, but then it goes right back to 35. So I put a delay so that wouldn't happen as much, but it's still going to happen because that's just the way the game works. Yeah, what's it? That's what it's for. Um, so you're not driving like a freak all the time. We actually have a script like this in the fake world right now. Um, there are a couple things about it that bother me, which is why I decided to write one of my own. Um, and I like how this one works. If I get out and I get back in, it remembers that I had it on and it keeps it on there. So yeah, I use this all the time in the fake world. But this one just has been through testing this week, and I think it's about there. So I think this will probably release really soon. The high beams, we're trying a couple things because all the wuss boys that can't take the bright lights, I don't think they're that bad. I don't think that's that bad at all. But maybe my settings are different. I don't know. I mean, I can still see just fine. But my goodness, did they complain about it. Everybody. I'm the only one that liked it. I don't like the idea of toggling it off. I mean, if it's on for one, I think it should be on for everybody. I mean, in real life, you can't toggle off the brights. I wish I could. But some other ones that we've converted, like the LEO script, it's converted now, and it's in testing. The hat and glasses, I'm working on fuel. No reticle has been, I can show, there's new features to that. Alright, so with the no reticle script, the way I have it set, you pull up a weapon, it's automatically in single shot mode. You can put it in burst mode, and it fires 3 shots. Or you can put it in full auto. Oh, my clip's empty. And I have manual reload on. Another thing is, wait, where is it? I can't find what I'm looking for. Get out from in front of the car. But again, it's single shot mode by default. And then you can toggle it. There's also a safety that you can turn on. And when you try to shoot, it won't let you. So you turn the safety back off. Where's the... Oh, that was it. Yeah, this thing, trying to get to a jam, the gun will sporadically jam, like right there, and you have to reload it to undo the jam. Certain guns jam more than others. And it's got recoil, so as you shoot, it points you up. If you've got sniper, you can still have the reticle, but you see that it moves. It does not hold still for you, so you have to time it. And yes, I've changed, something I've added to it is you can have ammo limits. So if I pull up the pistol, instead of having 9,999, it has 108. That's how many shots that you're carrying with you, which for the pistol is like 5 clips, about that. If you pull out a shotgun, it says 99991, but it'll cut down to 32 once you pull it out. So you can load it 4 times. So I like that you don't have unlimited ammo. You have to conserve it in a gunfight. And, you know, pay attention to what you're doing or you're going to run out of ammo. And if you do run out of ammo, let's say, what can I run out? No, I don't want that. I don't want that either. Here, no, that's not it. Oops. Doggone it. You can resupply. But what it's going to tell you right now, oh, well, okay, it didn't work. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm close to my car. Yeah. I would be further away this time. You have to be close to your car to resupply. Oh, I'm in single shot. And it also remembers between guns. Like if I go to another shotgun, I still have the same number of shells. Okay, so now I'm out. If I go resupply, it's going to say go to my car. So I have to go back to the car with the bright lights on. See, it's not that bad. We'll just say, oh, I guess I don't have trunked. And now I can say resupply. And it'll resupply and I'm full again. I like it. I think that's pretty cool. I have converted vehicle damage. So it's one that, oh, I need no Sunday driver for sure. Okay, NOS is on. This car will boogie with, oh, it's empty. I don't know what this music is. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think that was supposed to happen that way. I did notice earlier when I was testing it that if I was going really fast, that the rollover went crazy. So I might need to adjust the force of the rollover to to match the speed. Oh, that's too funny. I'm not even sure how that happens, but I lost a wheel. That's an expensive wheel to lose. Oh, I lost 2. Other things I'm still working on, the hot air balloons. I've converted it over. They're just not spawning in right now for some reason. The Skytram. The speedometer's been converted. The zombie server has been converted. All of these are in testing right now. I'm working on fuel. There's a lot to fuel, so it's going to take me a little bit. Car lock pick has been converted. I took a lot of the heavier ones and the ones that people have bought a lot of and converted them first. let's see. I'm working on a new one. That I shouldn't even talk about this because I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I'm calling it Fleet. But the idea behind it is, let's say all your different police departments around the city have a certain set of cars, which is how it would normally be in life. So, BCSO has, 2 CVPIs and a Tahoe. And so you put that data into this menu and people check out the vehicles. So only 2 people could be driving a CVPI and 1 person driving a Tahoe, and that would be it. There couldn't be anybody else. And you couldn't have 2 Tahoes because they only have 1. So that's the idea behind the fleet, that it sort of manages how many cars each department has and what they can drive, and checking them out to somebody. So that's the idea behind it. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but that's one that's in my head, and I've got the base for it laid down, but I haven't figured out. I don't want to do it in the database. Yeah, I don't want another database script. I'd like it to be, I think it could be just script based, because you could create a JSON file that has all the cars in it, and then it can keep track of what's checked out and what's not. If the server crashes, everybody's going to have to recheck out cars anyway. So yeah, that's a new speedometer too, and you can switch between the themes. So you can do either one with just a command. You can also do Speedo edit, which means you can move it around anywhere you want on the screen using the arrow keys, and then save it. I just canceled it instead of saving it because I like where it is. So yeah, and the speedometer has been converted over. So it's running on the new framework. And it's running well. Let's see. Somebody told me today that the right blinker was not networked. Other people couldn't see it. And that the hazards wouldn't come on. But yeah, they're right. I can't get the hazards on. Those were working. I've also started putting in keybinds for everything. So I wonder if, yep, that's why. Because the hazards are not bound. So now you can, for the seat shuffle, the no reticle, for hazards, your signals, your Sunday driver, all of this stuff can be bound now. I'm still not getting the... Nope. So yeah, I need to look at that because I can't get the hazards on. But the blinkers are working. And I don't know if you've ever seen these blinkers before. Like, when this blinker's running, if I turn, it automatically goes off. And the brake lights are all, they come on when you're stopped or when you put on the brakes. Either one. And if I took my foot off the brake and it's still on because I'm stopped. You can, what is it? Brake blackout? No. I have to look it up now because I don't remember. What is it, Ozzy? You're not in here, are you? It is. What is the command? Oh, I'm so stupid. I remember now. It's so easy. Park. And when you do park, the brake lights go off. This is for those cops that like to sit on the side of the road with their car running, but they don't want their brake lights on, so you can black them out. And as soon as you start going, your lights are going to come back on the next time you put on the brakes. So when you stop and say park, they go out. But when you start going again, they're back on again. I love that. I think that's a great feature. All right, has anybody got any questions or other thoughts? So all this stuff should start releasing soon. I don't know why the backspace isn't working. I have to look at it. Like I said, I have people from the fake world do beta testing for me, and it's all volunteer, so they do it when they can, and it's not always convenient to my schedule. It's convenient to when they can, and I completely understand that. So it takes a while to test through these things and get them to where they can release, because I don't want to release a script that's full of bugs. I want most, if not all, the bugs out. Oh, the seat shuffle. Yeah, the seat shuffle, I can shuffle from seat to seat with animation, and I can go, seat 2, which is in the back seat, but that seems to not be working. What? Oh, because I don't have a back seat. So you can't go to a back seat of a car that doesn't have one. Will it be controller? Well, to answer that, I can show you that the seat shuffle is right there. So you can bind it to whatever you want to bind it to. So yes, you can bind it to somewhere on the controller if you want, or some key that doesn't work on the controller. It's totally up to you. I don't think Seat Shuffle's released yet, has it? I think I was just about to release it, and then I started converting all these scripts, and I thought, well, the ones that aren't released, I'll go ahead and convert. So, something else that Seat Shuffle does, let me get SUV here, is I can walk up to a door and just open it and not get in with the H key, or close it. Of course, it always hits me in the face when I close it. If I want to get in the back seat, I go to the back door and get in, and he's going to stay there. Or if I want to go to the other back door, I can get on that side. Now I think if I get in here, he'll stay in that seat without shuffling. Yeah. I keep saying single shot mode because whatever gun I have, yeah, because I have an SMG. It's because I have all the weapons. And then I can shuffle over to the driver's seat, and there you go. I love that script. We had one that worked kind of like this. It used the animation to slide back and forth. And I really liked it, but it was kind of buggy. It would freak out. And it didn't always do what you wanted. So that's why I wrote this, really, for us to have it. Any other thoughts or questions? I've still got some time if anybody has anything they want to look at. I also fixed the Notify script. There'll be a new version of that coming out very soon. That for some, well, I think I know the reason, but it used to, the first time that it displayed in a script, it would lag right as it was displaying. And I believe I fixed it because I haven't seen it lag for a while now. So that'll be coming out too. And all of my scripts use the Notify. They're supposed to use pNotify as a backup, and if you don't have pNotify, then it uses just a notification there over the minimap. That's how it's supposed to work. I can't say I've actually tested pNotify. I know that I call the export if it's in the server, but I need to test it. All right, if there's nothing else, I'm probably gonna Mr. Reaver, he's talking about the object spawner persisting after the server restarts. No. That is a mess, and I don't want to mess with that at all. But what you can do is save groups. Like I have spawn group, what, car 2? Nope. Car 1. Nope. Car 3? Nope, I don't know what my group is. You can save groups. And so you can spawn them anytime you want, whether it's on a vehicle. And if it is, it'll spawn the vehicle right there in front of you with all the stuff on it. Or it could be in a location in the world, and that's where it'll spawn it if you spawn the group. It's not relative to you, it'll be relative to the world. So yes, you will be able to respawn things as a group later. How much will the seat shuffle script be? Honestly, don't remember what I put it at. It wasn't much. Let's see. I have it, and this is tentative. Sometimes I adjust this before I release it, but I have it at $4 right now, which seems about right to me. Most of the new stuff I have is very cheap. Empty houses, yes. That was the original idea behind saving the groups for the object spawner, was to be able to furnish a house. But you do have to consider the fact that the server has a limit as to how many objects can be spawned at one time. And I can't remember the limit, like 200 or something like that. So just know that after that number, people can't see them anymore. They're only on your client. We ran into that, I think it was at Christmas time when we were doing a Christmas parade. And some of the things people couldn't see because there were just too many props spawned. So be aware of that. That is a thing. Well, I guess that's it. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you're as excited about some of this stuff as I am. I'm working like a dog to get all the stuff out. You wouldn't believe how many hours a day I work. In fact, my head hurts right now. I'm tired. And I forgot my water again. Yeah. Anyway, I've got RP stream coming up in about 20 minutes. A few of us are getting together and making some mischief. Mr. Reaper, the Skytram, it's been converted to the new runtime and is in testing. And it's about ready to go. Yeah, most of these will be released soon as the testing comes up good. Then I'll throw them out there. I mean, they're already showing up in the store as coming soon, so I would love to flip the switch any day now. I appreciate you all. Have a good evening, and I hope to see you in the RP stream.